This is episode 5 of the Gear Rental Management Guide series. This episode we're going to be running over some bugs and quirks you might run into whilst using this software and things that you shouldn't do with this software to avoid breaking its functionality and how it works. The first bug that isn't covered in the troubleshoot information file is if we quickly go to where our orders are, and this bug, I don't think it's a bug, I think it's just the way we've developed the software. But if you have loads and loads of orders waiting to be fulfilled in the database, if we open up here, and for this example we've just put in about 80 orders, if you go to fulfill them, what will happen is occasionally, especially if there's over 200, which there shouldn't ever be, you see the app will hang and it will say not responding. Now, if you don't have the window open where your application is stored, you would think that it's doing nothing and it's just crashed, when in reality it is creating the labels, it just hasn't brought up the window yet, and in fact it will only bring up the window once the orders have been fulfilled. And so if you just give it about a minute or two for all the orders to process, you see it's created 80 labels, the window will pop up and it won't crash, it shouldn't ever crash on you, and then you can either merge them all into one or you can decline. And if you've got over 80 orders, instead of printing those manually, you can click yes and it will merge them into one file so you can fulfill all of your orders just like that. The second bug isn't really a bug, it's more of a feature that has been requested. You'll see that no matter what you do, the fulfill window will always stay on top, and it even says it there. That's been highly requested by people testing this software, because if they've got Gear Rental Management full screened, or they've got it in the corner, what happened is this window will always appear behind Gear Rental Management, and a lot of people have found that frustrating, so we've just made it always on top, so no matter where you are, this window will pop up and you can always see if there's any errors or all the labels that have been created. You can minimize, maximize and cross out of this window. This isn't one of those windows that you can't cross out on. However, the activity log is a window that you can't cross out on. You can maximize, minimize, but it's been designed not to be crossed out on, just so it doesn't cause any issues with how the program runs. And now we're just going to move over to some things that you shouldn't do with the software, and it's mainly down to the spreadsheets and the databases. In the stock orders spreadsheet, you shouldn't ever have to open this spreadsheet, because if you edit any fields in this spreadsheet, you're likely to cause fulfillment errors. The way the website places orders and data into this spreadsheet, it's been designed to hopefully not cause any fulfillment errors. So just don't attempt to make any changes before fulfilling. If you want to make changes, make those changes in the next database and update the shipping label accordingly. Similarly, if you go to the barcode log, this is where all of your orders will be saved to you. You have all the information here that you could possibly want. A lot of people try to delete orders like this. They try to select and delete. We don't recommend doing that, because you've not actually deleted those cells, and so when you fulfill new orders, it will actually place them somewhere down here. It would act as if those cells are still populated. So if you do need to delete orders for whatever reason, such as your spreadsheet's getting a bit full like this, or maybe you've started to get duplicate tracker numbers or barcode numbers, it will actually tell you if you've got duplicate numbers. You see here it will show them in red, so you will know if you have any duplicates. What we recommend doing is, if you select on the side where the numbers are on the cells, right click and then go delete, that will place new orders underneath here instead of somewhere down here. So don't attempt to delete them like this. Fortunately, that's about all the bugs and quirks you might run into using this software. Gear Rental Management has been in development for a very long time, and a lot of its bugs have been ironed out.